Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome to my first video, I guess. This video is going to be kind of like an introduction video, so we'll see how this goes. But hi guys, my name is One Handed Games, or actually Logan. I am a college student from Colorado, so that's a good start, I guess. We're going to be just playing some Overwatch and kind of talking about who I am. I'll attempt to multitask. I don't know how well that's going to work. But so I basically, I guess for the last 10 years, I've kind of wanted to be I wanted to go into motivational speaking and go to schools and stuff and just speak in front of them and everything, but I don't have a big enough following to do that, so I can't really do that. But so I was thinking that I can use YouTube kind of as my platform. Each video I'll do some little inspirational speech or something that kind of help you guys if you're having a bad day or something's going on in life, help you through it. But I do play games completely with one hand, and I'll get into that story in a minute. Hold on. I've been playing Overwatch a lot though, so we don't want this person talking.
Yep.
Oh boy, hold on. Okay, meet those guys. But so we'll start off with saying why I play with one hand, and then we'll go into the actual motivational part of it. So basically, we'll go back to when I was born, when I was a little baby, just popped out the womb, yeah. I grew up I was a normal, I don't like the word normal, but I had a typical childhood, I guess. I grew up fine, I didn't have any problems. I played a lot of baseball and football. Baseball was kind of like my whole life. I consumed basically everything. I'd always have baseball practice and stuff. And, my dreams were always to be a professional baseball player, right? So, when I was 13, we were playing baseball. We were in the middle of a baseball game on May 15th, 2016. So, May 15th, 2016, I was coming in, in between innings. I was running into the dugout, and I had this pounding headache. I had no idea. It was unbelievably painful. It was nothing I've ever felt before, and I literally felt like my eyes were bulging out of my head. So there was something up. But so my eyes were hurting, and then eventually I got to where I couldn't move. I was stuck, and I just collapsed. My dad was the coach, so I collapsed in my dad's arms. He caught me. What a bitch. But he caught me, and so I was rushed to the hospital. They put me into a medically induced coma to stop the swelling in my brain, so my brain didn't swell to my skull and pop, essentially. But so I was put into a coma, and they took out part of my skull to reduce the swelling. And basically what happened is I was born with something called arteriovenous malformation, or an AVM, which is basically just a clot of a tangle of blood vessels in your brain that
Auto shutdown initiated.
Sorry.
Auto shutdown canceled.
That don't allow blood flow that well. So basically what happened was on May 15th it decided to just burst finally after 13 years. And so it popped, and I had a brain aneurysm that resulted into me having a stroke. So basically I was completely paralyzed at first when I first woke up into the hospital, but that was also because I was very weak. So I was completely paralyzed. I couldn't walk, and I couldn't move the left side of my body at all. I was paralyzed. Like, I didn't even know I had an arm. There was this point where I asked my dad. I thought my arm got cut off because I couldn't feel it. So that would be what happened. So I was paralyzed, and I mean, there's a lot of cognitive issues that come with it a lot. So like when I'm pausing, that's me just trying to find words, I guess, in a sense, because it's very difficult to multitask for sure. But so I had to go immediately into physical therapy to try and strengthen my right side and my left side so I could get back to being able to move around and being more mobile, basically. But so in physical therapy, they would give us these goals every single week. They'd be like, all right, so Logan, what's your goal? And every week I'd have the same answer. I'd be like, I want to play baseball. I want to play baseball. So they're always like, that's not possible. You're never going to be able to, you might not ever walk again. So they said everything I wanted, like my dream in life was not going to happen, that I felt my life was over. I felt like I had nothing left to live for. And I don't know, it was seriously everything. My dreams crushed. Just in a matter of minutes. Like, I was at a baseball game playing, doing the thing that I love most in life, and then boom, I wake up in a hospital and they're telling me that my life is basically over. So, I mean, I had crazy dreams while I was in the coma, so if you guys want me to tell some stories about that too, I can go in depth on that because that's a little interesting. But for right now, we'll just go into the motivational part of this. So, they said basically you're never going to play baseball, you might not walk again. And I was like, no, that's not true. That's not going to happen. So I remember my first physical therapy session. They put me in this machine that it basically locked my knee, so it forced me to stand up. And they put me in there for 2 seconds, and they're like, okay, we're going to take a break. And then I'm like, no, keep going. Keep going, I don't want to stop, because I was actually standing up. And basically, I pushed myself for 5 minutes, but that's not really typical, so I pushed myself to the point where I actually passed out. And when that happened, I knew right away that I had some fight in me, and I wasn't going to let it beat me. So I wasn't going to let this drug beat me, and I mean, that was really where it all started, and kind of gave me some inspiration to keep fighting and not give up. And then every therapy session consisted of something different. We'd work on my left hand, that is. Sorry. We'd work on my left hand, trying to build strength and trying to get some movement at least. And I mean, slowly, I was in the hospital for nearly 2 months, and in those 2 months, it was just physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, because I couldn't even talk. So it was all these different therapies every single day. I'd wake up, go to therapy, and then I'd do therapy for hours, and then I'd go to sleep. And sleeping in a hospital is not easy at all. It's very difficult. You have all the monitors and shit that you're hooked up to, that you're kind of they just beep nonstop, and then you have nurses and stuff coming in every night, pushing you around.
Auto shutdown cancelled. Mic on.
And
Mic off.
so it really sucks. You're not getting quality sleep or sleep at all, and it's terrible. But so I did 2 months of hard therapy, but that wasn't the end. As soon as I was discharged from the hospital, then that's where it really started. The therapy really kicked in. I mean, I guess I should say, when in those 2 months, I was able to get to the point where I could walk around with a cane. So me and my dad would walk around on our floor, with my cane because I wanted my goal to be I want to be able to walk out of the hospital. I don't want to be in a wheelchair anymore. So me and my dad would like push every single day, and we did little by little, and the progress was very slow. Like, you didn't see any progress, and especially for me, it was super slow because I couldn't see anything. It looked the same for me, but little by little, I was able to get to the point where I could walk, and I walked out of the hospital without a cane, fully walked out of the hospital, and then when I was discharged, I still had to continue physical and occupational therapy. And occupational therapy is basically like where they work on your fine motor skills. So they would work on my hand, like my left hand and stuff. And so I did that for about like 4 years, just intensive, going to therapy every couple days. And damn, we're gonna lose this game. But I would do intensive therapy every day. I mean, I'm still doing therapy to this day, 7 years later, but so therapy never really goes away, and it's just all about trying to get better every day. I know I'm rambling, sorry, I'm trying to get to the point, but it's just kind of the believing yourself and just not giving up. But still, my overall goal was to be able to play baseball again. I wanted to play baseball. That was like my whole life. So I kind of figured out I'm not able to use my left hand as well. Like, I mean, I can use it a little bit, but not that well. I can't open my hand. My arm moves pretty well, but my hand is still fucked up. So I was just messing around one day, and I was just playing with my mitt because I like had baseballs and stuff, and I just like flip it up, and I was a pitcher. So I was sitting there thinking, and then I would always research videos like on the internet. I watch YouTube videos and stuff, and I came across a pitcher that was in the MLB. His name was Jim Abbott. So Jim Abbott was he was one-armed, and he would stuff his mitt like underneath his, I feel like saying nub is bad, but like he only had like up to his shoulder, so he'd stuff his mitt underneath, and then he would pitch, and then he would put it right back on his right hand. So I kind of, for years, I was kind of just messing around with it, and I was doing therapy and stuff at the same time, so I was trying to get to where I could run, and I finally got to where I felt pretty comfortable running. I mean, I can't run that fast, but I can run decently, I guess. So I got that part figured out, and then now it was training how I can get the mitt on and off. So what I would do is I would grab it with my index and my thumb on my left hand. I'd hold the mitt, and then I would throw the ball, and then I'd put the mitt back on to catch. And, I mean, I was really bad at it. Like, really bad at it at first, but I was not going to give up. I wanted to play baseball so bad. So I kept going, I kept trying. It seemed impossible. There were days where I was like, I can't do this. I break down crying and everything. So, damn. But it was my senior year of high school. I changed to a private school because I didn't really like public school, so. Senior year of high school, I'm on the baseball team. And now I'm the starting pitcher. I'm the ace pitcher. I don't know if you guys don't know what that means. It basically means, I don't want to say like the best pitcher on the team, but I mean that's kind of what it means. It's like the best pitcher. So I pitched multiple games where multiple shutouts essentially. So I pitched probably like 7 or 8 shutouts in my senior year, and then I actually had one perfect game. So I pitched one perfect game my senior year, and I actually got recognized by our local news station, so I was on the news, and that kind of just like led to a lot of things. Then I was invited to go to the MLB draft because they thought my story was really inspirational. So I was invited to go to the MLB draft, and I was like an honorary guest or like a special guest there. And I mean, that was a life-changing experience because I was told I was never gonna play baseball. I was told I was never gonna walk again, but I never once gave up. I mean, sure, I wanted to. It was not easy, but the point is that no matter how hard things get, nothing is impossible. So you need to always try, because nothing is impossible, and it just takes a little determination, and you can do anything that you want. So I know that was a very long story, but I was just trying to explain my background and why I wanted to be a motivational speaker. And I want to make YouTube videos kind of just like that. I mean, playing games in the background to add a little entertainment. But doing stuff like that. So this first video I wanted to make more kind of like a determination video. Just not giving up ever. And always trying. Sure, you might not succeed at things the first try, but that doesn't mean you should just stop. You always gotta try again, and it's a lot of trial and error before you actually get to where you want to be. So, the moral of this long-ass story, is never give up. Always believe in yourself. Don't let others tear you down. And just shoot for your dreams, I guess. Shoot for the stars, because nothing is... Don't limit yourself to anything. You can do anything that you want to do. Let's try to hit a little nice clip here to end the game. I also get a lot of shit for playing with one hand, though. People think I suck, or they say I suck. So, I mean, oh shit, we only got 4 kills. We're kind of sucking this game, but I'm also focusing a lot on talking. But that was kind of my introducing me video. I hope that kind of explains my story a little bit and kind of lets you know who I am. And if you guys, I hope you guys can leave feedback in the comments and let me know how you guys think or what you guys want to know. If you want me to explain anything a little better, but I want to just keep doing motivational videos like this where I just talk about different topics. Because, through my long-ass journey, I've had multiple things that are difficult and multiple moments where I just wanted to give up, whether that's like depression, anything. I have challenges that are still impacting my life now. Like 7 years later, I just got diagnosed with epilepsy, so that's a big thing in my life right now. So if you guys want me to talk about that and go into depth of stuff like that, I can. I'm open to sharing my story. That's why I want to do this. And I hope I can impact you guys. That's the only reason that I want to do YouTube. I don't care about popularity or anything. I just want to impact as many people as I can. So, I hope you guys enjoy this first little introduction video. And hopefully, I'll see you guys again soon with another video with a different topic. Thank you guys so much for watching.